Hello kids, how are you all? Hope you all are fit and fine and are enjoying our online sessions. So now, let's quickly start with our today's session.
Let's have a quick recap. In this poem, the poet talks about the dreams of a child and indirectly talks about the various stages of life. In the first stanza, he talks about the ambition of a child who wants to see foreign places. After that, the child climbs the cherry tree and looks abroad in foreign lands. In the second stanza, the child climbs the tree and sees how the garden in the next door is decorated with beautiful flowers and how she could see pleasant places. Now, let's read ahead. Okay, everyone. So, the speaker in this poem is a girl child. For her, everything beyond her own garden is a foreign land which she hopes to explore, means to learn about it. Okay, now let's read the next stanzas. I saw the dimpling river pass and be the sky's blue looking glass. The dusty roads go up and down with people tramping into town. Now here there are two new words, looking glass and tramping. Let's check their meanings. Looking glass means mirror and tramping here means walking. So now here the poet would have grown up and had gone on long trips. During this time, she sees river as dimpling river. The word dimpling means fast flowing river. Here is a pic to understand it well. It means the flowing river doesn't stop for anyone. It goes on moving. I hope you all have understood it well. In the second line, she says, and be the sky's blue looking glass, means the river reflects the sky. It's the mirror of sky. Here are some pictures to understand it well. Wow, lovely, isn't it, children? Beautiful night scene. Wow. In the last two lines, the poet talks about various kinds of life by stating that she had seen dusty roads curving up and down and many people are walking carrying heavy loads. Here are some pictures to understand it well. Okay everyone, I hope you all have understood this stanza well. So now let's read ahead. If I could find a higher tree, farther and farther I should see, to where the grown-up river slips into the sea among the ships. So now here the poet says, if she could climb a higher tree, she would have seen the grown-up river getting mingled, means to mix together with mighty ocean or sea, where the ships are floating. Here is a pic to understand it well. Now here, a grown-up river is the one which enters the ocean or sea, where the ships are floating. The child calls the river grown up when it reaches the sea. As a child growing up from an infant to a young adult, she tries to compare both by highlighting the fact that the river starts flowing from the mountain and crosses various stages to finally end up in the sea, just as a little kid crosses various stages of life to finally become an adult. Okay, everyone. I hope you all have understood this stanza well. So now let's read ahead. Let's read the last stanza. To where the roads on either hand lead onward into fairy land, where all the children dine at 5 and all the playthings come alive. Now here I've collected some pictures for you all to understand it well. The poet says she would have seen the roads leading, means guiding or directing to the fairy land, where the children would have dine at 5, means completed their dinner at 5, and would have played with the playthings that had come alive. So, the child poet wished for a higher tree so that she could see more beautiful places, such as the place where the river enters the sea and where the roads lead into fairy land. The last stanza explains the thought that every human being, after becoming mature, will again go into the period of childhood. Okay, everyone. I hope you all have understood the poem well. So, we end our today's session over here. But I have a task for you all. Please complete the given task. Your task is, imagine you are a travel writer like the poet. Describe whatever you liked about the foreign land you visited. Okay everyone, I hope you all will enjoy doing this. Meet you all in the next session. Till then, bye everyone.